Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. Alright, last episode we had a fair amount of recording mishaps. We're going to try real hard not to press the tilde button today while we're recording. Well, to start the recording, yes. It is almost daybreak. Sun should be coming up right between that little valley right there. Coming up. It's rainy. It's foggy. This thing's chugging away. What are we chugging away at today? We are chugging away at cobalt. This is going to be real slow at some of these higher metals, but it's moving fast enough. So, what I want to do today, I think today, on today's episode of Space Engineers Ball Z, we are going to set up a static nickel mine. I think that's the first step. And then we are going to begin the process of expanding our base, which includes creating a full-size refinery, full-size assembler, maybe moving some stuff around. So this is... Oh yeah, and we're going to move the survival kit to this grid, which will be great. And I think the way we're going to do that, we're just going to stick it right here. Just plop it down right here. I think that's how we're going to do it. So, first, let's grab all that. Grab that too. That too. That too. Why not? Maybe these guys here. Some motors. Maybe these guys. Display. Display. I'm just going to grab all the gear we need to potentially make our little nickel mine. We're going to float on over to the other side. It's still dusk, so sun may take a minute to come up, but that's alright. It's easy enough to see, and it's no longer raining and foggy. So, alright, we got ourselves a hole. That's where our nickel's at. So, first and foremost, what is it? Oh, it's the bigger static grow. We're gonna use this guy here. I think I want to do this. We're gonna... Well, first let's see exactly where the nickel's at. Alright, so we want to make sure it's on this side over here, because if it is not, if we miss, we'll be getting magnesium, and I don't think we want to do that. So let's rotate a little, wrong way. Something like that. That looks good. Is it actually in the voxel? I believe it is. Pop down one of these guys here. Oh, you know what? We're gonna make sure we use a piping. You know, want it to look the part as well. So we'll pop that down. Probably could get away with just the direct connection, but you know. And then we're gonna throw down one of these guys here. And yeah, and then I think the next step will be to grab a couple of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll call it an anchor block for the tower. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I do not have enough interior plate. Well, that's going to be a problem. Why don't I have enough interior plate? That seems odd. But, oh well. Pop that in there. Put that there. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go in here and grab a turbine for the sake of build vision. Put it there. That didn't work. Turbine. Put it on the build planner, please. Ah, what is happening? That's not what I wanted to do. Build vision's being very peculiar. Okay, that we need this guy, this guy, this guy, and then we probably need what, 1, 2, so 6 more interior blocks in addition to. So let's go back and drop all this junk off. there. We'll call this 10 interior plates. That's what I said I needed. And then we'll go ahead and grab those, and then we'll place all that into production. And then we'll swing back. We'll get all this started real quick. And then we may try. I'd like to set up the ice base today as well. Huh. That is peculiar. I am guessing that I did not place this in the voxel enough, so we just lost all those resources. Live and learn. Live and learn. We're gonna go ahead and close all this out, and I am going to grab this, and go back over there, and we will try once again to make sure we set down a freaking grid. I thought I had it in the ground. I guess I should have realized I didn't. That's very peculiar. That's very odd. Why did that happen? Alright, were you over the nickel? Alright, nickel's here. Perfect. Okay, so let's grab this guy again. Call that right. We're going to stick it in a little lower than the other one, just because I don't trust it. And then pop on it. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Once again, this guy, 6, this guy here, and then how many did I bring? I brought enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then we will pop this guy down right there. So put that there. Come over here, grab this, grab this, grab that. Put all the parts we might have in our inventory into it, and then head back. And this time, maybe when we get back, it'll all be there. And we'll have an unknown signal near our cobalt mine. Surprisingly. Alright. I think I'll also try to make a tier 2 welder. I don't really need a tier 2 drill, I don't think. I don't think I'll need one anyways, so. But a tier 2 welder would be immensely helpful. Alright, off to the races again. That unknown signal is much further away. I don't know if that's worth to go try to collect it. And what are we hung up on? It feels like we're hung up on something. So we are, supposedly it's all here. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to do that bad boy right there because we lost all those materials. So let's get those cobalt or those grids made real quick. Let's fly over here. One of the things that I like to do, I play on a couple of servers, and some of them have mods where, like, if you don't have a beacon attached to the grid, it'll delete, and that's any scale beacon. So, what are we low on? We are all low on nickel, of course. That makes sense, and iron. Ugh. But I also like to name my grids. So obviously this is a private server, so it's not of critical import that it's all named and stuff. But I do like to name my grids. Look at this. We got ourselves quite a big bit, so we can go here. You go to the info tab and you can just say this is, we'll just call this the FE static mine. And actually static is redundant. Obviously it's static. mines don't move. So FE mine, put that there, and then yeah. Where was I going? Oh yeah, I was gonna weld up as much of this as I could with what I have in my inventory. I might have to go down into the ground and pick up some additional cobalt. Not cobalt, I'm sorry, nickel, in order to do the thing. But I don't have that much inventory space, so we'll grab as much as we can.
Inventory full.
Wow. I'll make sure I pick that up when I get back. It's the best I can do. Oh, wrong way. And then the other thing I'll show you guys how to do is probably, like I said, you can color code your GPS location so that they make some semblance of sense. So we're going to go to the refinery, and we're going to make sure that we are refining stone first. Get that nickel done, and then cobalt gets to go last because it's the slowest. And then, if you want, you hit the I button, go to your GPS thing. So we've got iron. This is our iron mine. So let's make that a weird kind of reddish orange color. Saturation, we'll make it a little light, and then value high. There's that guy. Cobalt is kind of a blue color, so we'll do like a dark blue like that color. That'll be good. And then nickel is kind of this gold color, so we're going to make it like a pasty gold. There you go. And now, so when you look on your map, nickel, iron, cobalt, and you'll know those things are kind of all around the construction components. What are we working on? Refinery, nickel. There we go. Immediately get to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to run down here, and I'm going to get this on signal because it's about the same distance as our cobalt mine, so that'll be good. Also, we're still chewing through some cobalt, so it's probably okay not to worry about bringing more back. Oh, is this one of those ones that rolls? Let's find out. Sneak up on it. Okay, no, it's not. False alarm, folks. Ooh, leopard gloves. Who doesn't want to wear leopard gloves? Animal print pants out of control. I used to wear the camouflage a lot. I was always in the cow costume. I don't know why. There is a really cool like race car suit, it's like racer suit, I think is what it is. And I want it, and I don't have it, and I've not been fortunate enough to. Oh, tier 1 drill. What? All right. Maybe I'll just not have to build one, and I can just get a the welder. I don't know. I'll have to find out. All right. To home. What color should home base be, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. Blue's fine, but it does need to stick out. We can make home base be like a real bright orange, unmistakable orange, or nauseous green like I am. That could be a good one. Alright, so I'll stick you in there. I'm going to stick this guy in there, and then I'm going to production. I'm going to go ahead and disassemble real quick. Knock that guy out so I don't have it lingering in my inventory. Oh, I have to character tools right here. Got this guy, put it on my bar so I have it. Alright, build planner is empty. That means I got everything I need to finish off El Nickel. Finish off as a... Oof! Suck the landing. Did it on purpose. Oh. Well, crap. Well, let's see if this worked. Turn her on. We are drilling. Come on. There you go. Hey, nickel. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I gotta go pick up that stuff after I pick up all the ore that was down here. I think that's everything. It's very dark in this hole. Good job, wind turbine. You're doing a good job. Yeah, it's iron. Actually, we'll pick up some iron. Get another load. Can't hurt. And then we're gonna start. I think we're gonna start. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Grab a huge stack of that. That'd be perfect. I think we're gonna start welding up the base, and we're gonna move the what do you call it? we're gonna move the survival kit. I think that's what needs to happen next. So let's go ahead and put this guy here. That'd be great. This guy here. Yeah, I think we should move the survival. I think that's the next thing. Move the survival kit, and then since we're working on all this stuff, what we should do. Oh yes, I need this. All components withdrawn. Perfect. Fly over here real quick. Connect all this up so that we're storing. Beautiful. And then this. It's a little bit slower, so you can see if I think if I use a different drill, which I can always switch to it, but if I switched to say like this guy, I believe this guy will mine a little faster on the on the harder resources. Now we could always at some point give this a go. I don't know what the cost of it is. Actually, let's do that now. Let's see what happens. Let's see if first let's turn you off. Perfect. Still making tons of noise. Love it.
Inventory full.
Oops. Inventory full. My bad. Alright, 3, so we need at least one of those plates, I imagine. So, to put that on there, we need to make sure we are lining it up, and we're not. We gotta line it up with that hole right there. That's odd. Is it not gonna let me line this up? That would be supremely obnoxious. Come on. Huh, I cannot place this. I assume...
Energy low.
Huh. Maybe... like this? My energon is low. That's going to cause me a problem here in a second. I have no idea if this will work or not, so let's go back to base and see if we can't get the things we need to make that bigger. And I want to see if it just produces more. So you saw, like, in that short amount of time, it produced about 800. So maybe in the same short amount of time, we can get it to produce more. Let's put these into production real quick. Oh, a lot more motors. Good grief. Okay. I'm going to step away from that, get my energon back real quick while that's producing. And, yeah. So far, still recording. Good on me. I have not pressed the button that I accidentally pressed last time. 18 minutes in. We're going to get this new nickel drill set up. I'll go ahead and get the hydrogen on board real quick. That'll be good. Refill my bottle. And refill your bottle, the only way to do it that I've learned is basically you take your empty or your whatever bottle and stick it in the O2H2 generator. Bada boom, bada bing, fills it up if there's ice in there, and power and all of those fun things. So we're 14 motors shy. Why are we shy? We're just slow. Okay. Let's see. What is home base? What do we want home base to be? We want home base to be what color? Home base can be... I like a bright orange. Like, what about just a vibrant yellow, like the most obnoxious yellow? That could be good. And then you'll always know which way is home because you go to the yellow. I don't know. Home is where the yellow is. Home is where the heart is. Alrighty. Let's land here. Alrighty. So we got this drill up and running. Well, it's up anyways. I see red lights, so let's crank this bad boy on. Oh, this requires more kilowatts. Well, and that, my friends, is why we don't use this drill.
Inventory full.
Nah, I don't know what the right... You know what? We're gonna thought experiment. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to... We're gonna build a second It doesn't look like it's got anything in it. Let's see what's happening here. Static drill is requiring 648 and it's doing nothing. So let's grab us. How's our turbine doing? Turbine, actually, block info. This is our nickel mine. Beautiful, beautiful. How much is this guy producing? He is cranking out 391. So I need at least one more turbine. That'll get us there. So we need some parts. And I think I'm gonna do it. I'll do it the other way. This guy. This guy. This guy. This guy. And we need probably 10 of those fellers. Real quick, let's G turbine. Okay. Waiting for stuff. Definitely gonna set that up next. Building a better refinery. Real quick, if we look up the refinery for the industrial boy, what does this take power-wise? Oh, it doesn't say. I'll have to look that up, because we're probably definitely going to need some more power when it comes to refining. We're definitely going to have some more juice flowing, which we obviously know how to expand the power grid. I'm also thinking about expanding some batteries and doing a solar array. I think that'll be fun to set up. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, since we're here at 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just see if the magic number is 8 instead of 7. Come on, place your bloody thing. Nope. There you go. Ooh, that is loud. So this produces 323, and this is producing 324. So it did lower it. That one was producing more. So now real quick, let's take this guy down. Acha. Pop this here. 323 is the number to beat. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Seven. Pop this guy over here. Maybe. Up there we are. The hiccups. I got a hiccup. Alright. We're juicing it up. Now we're at... That's not right. Why is that right? It's interesting. What are you producing? $391. What are we doing over here? 239. That's very odd. Are you turned off as well? Something is very odd happening here. Grid, turbine 1, 391. Right? That's weird. Why is that producing? It's one block away and now it's making less? Do I not have 8? Am I off the ground wrong? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's 8. What on earth? Is it because you don't want to place? There you go. Huh. Okay. We're gonna go back to 7. just for grins. Now it's an experiment. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place this bad boy right there. And then we're gonna see why this makes more energy. Or we're not gonna see why. We'll have no idea why, but we'll know it's making more energy and we'll be like, WTF, mate? Yeah. Look at that. That is very peculiar. But, okay, so now this is going, chewing away. It's a cool animation. I love that. It's a pretty good model. Good job for the mod team who did it. And it covered our hull, which is awesome. Yeah, look at this. So, in that short amount of time, I think it's... Seems like it's producing faster. I think. I can't be 100% sure. But, if it isn't producing faster, then the value really isn't there, right? Because it's way more materials, and it takes 2 turbines, which means when I go to turn this place into a, like have a little nickel refinery set up and moving along there, when I go to do that, it's going to be, I'm going to have even more power generation. So, that is interesting. Interesting. My bottle filled. Heal. You are healed. Sit here for a second to recharge and let's postulate. Sorry. What we want to do, which I can't do from here because I'm in a seat. So what we want to do, we're going to do refinery. And I'm going to try, this is the industrial DLC pack. I'm going to try very hard to use the industrial DLC, but I'm going to put this guy here, and then I also need an assembler. I'm going to put the industrial assembler here as well. So, what we're going to do, I think it takes the same, let's see real quick. 1200, yeah, it takes a lot of materials. They both do. They're both the same, so that's good. So we're going to plop this guy down, and I think we want to get the refinery up first. And the reason I say refinery first, actually, we're going to build a battery first. I am all over the map today, folks. The reason I say the refinery first, though, is because if we refine our materials more efficiently, then if we refine our materials more efficiently, then what happens is, you know, we're efficient, and then we have more materials to then make the other things with less resources, if that makes sense. So use less iron to make more iron ingots is the plan, is the idea. So, and one good thing about, then I'll show you the trick that I just did. It's not really a trick, but I didn't explain what I had just done there. But when you have an item such as this in the when you pick a material up like this, like, okay, I want to pull out the resources for this, so you can add it to your build vision. You can obviously, if you have steel plates, you can place a plate down and then right click it and add it to your inventory, all that stuff, and all of that is very useful. However, if you select a block in your hand and then you go and middle mouse click on your cargo space, you can also, from that position, it'll not only instantly add it to your build planner, blah, 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 it will also nearly immediately pull out any of the resources you have right then and there. So that's useful. Power cells, nice. Let's see if we're missing anything. We're gonna go ahead and grab these down first. I know power cells are more important in the grand scheme of things, but still. And then we probably ought to look at expanding our power once more. I think what I'm going to do is, instead of using full blocks like this, and I actually might modify this so that the full blocks aren't what's connecting these two guys. I might do it as like a sort of like a power grid, if it makes sense, or like wires. I might try to do that. That'll be good, I think. Almost there. Because we have some other new blocks on the DLC that are pretty cool. They have some like trusses and stuff like this. And the trusses, I think, they're going to be a really interesting block to use. The one thing I don't love is you have middle block, which is fine. And then you have, well, that's not it. Then you have these, essentially, half block guys. And the half block guys only, well, I don't know. It just, to me, it'd been cooler if they had, because the half block guys, like, see how it's on the edge of this block, like right here instead of in the center, and then this one's centered, this one's half block. It's just, it's weird. It's a weird thing. Like, I feel like this also needed to be centered, but they're just like, nah, fam, I'm not about that life. And I get that. I guess I get that. I don't know. Do I get that? I might get that. So, what I want to do, though, I think I'm going to use, I can't even use those half. Well, I guess I can. So, okay, let's do that. Let's see if we can't use them their half blocks. Grab the truss. And I want to do it pretty high up. So we're going to do like this guy here. See what I mean? And that's weird. Now I can't use, it's going to be wonky. This guy fits with him though. No, it doesn't. Because he's right in the center. That doesn't make any sense. See what I'm saying, folks? I can't connect these blocks. And that doesn't make any sense. One of these guys I can connect. And I will connect. Aha! You're the culprit. Alright, 1, 2, 3. So, and what I'm doing here, also, I like these light guys here. I don't plan to, like, use them in the sense that one might use them. I don't think. I don't really know. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Oh yeah. Anyway, so this is technically, these grids are now connected, right? So if I come here and I go chop, 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 chop. Not only do I get these materials back, but the power is still connected because I've got that sweet light bar. Or power bar. And that's how power is transferred. There's no, like, actual... I am gonna make, you know what guys, I wasn't gonna, but I was gonna wait to find a tool, but I think if I can make this cobalt, nickel, silicon, I'm making one. Doing it, guys. I'm gonna do the thing so I can have a welder that matches my other tier stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Now that we got another power on board, the next step is to transfer that survival kit there with my onto this grid, and then grab my new welder, plop that there, stick this junk there, production, disassemble that guy because we don't need it, down with the disassemblement, and then, oh, I gotta go to character tools, perfect, yep. Alright, so now I've got a battery, beautiful, 2 batteries, that's making juice. That looks great. I love these bars. That looks great. That's the perfect thing. I only wish there was like an end cap. If I could get just an end cap right there where, oh, I have a good idea. But an end cap right there would make it look really spectacular so that it like leans into the pillar as opposed to just being this little hump thing that I added. But I do have an idea. And probably going to need a couple of those. So let's go ahead and grab some more. Here's my idea. Come up here, and I know that these middle blocks are real dumb, but that's okay. Dumb blocks are allowed to be dumb. There we go, that's going to be asymmetrical and I'm going to hate it. That's okay. Actually, what if we did this guy? Oh, okay. You know what, I think there's a new decoy as well. Trying to think, what's my idea? Because there is a truss light that I wanted to use, and I thought that would be cool Maybe I just stick it on here instead of, because that sits right in the middle. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so what if we did that though? Let's go ahead and do a truss like so. Oh, that's not gonna work. Like so, and then nope. You know, we're just gonna plop the truss light down. And then when this guy gets completed, I'll put a little red light there so that no one knows to run into my poor truss light. And then we'll transfer this thing. I promise we're gonna get it done. We're gonna do it today. That may be the last thing we do, but we're doing it, by golly. Alright. Successfully thrown. Perfect. And I've got a million, what do they call that? A million cats in the air. Alright, so beautiful little truss light. Let's go to menu settings. I want to do that. Click that. Alright, so we want this to be 0. Nope, I want it to be 0. And I want this guy here to be 0. So it's nice and red. And then we're going to blinky blinky. What do we think? Every 1.5 seconds. This is the beauty of Build Vision, by the way. Absolutely highly recommend. You hold control, you pulls this menu up, then you mouse wheel up and down, and if you mouse wheel up you get the wheel, if you mouse wheel down you get the menu. It's beautiful. Look at this. Yeah, now it's blinking. Nobody can fly into our thing. Once we get more of this built out, I'll probably paint it because I do like a good painted base. I don't want everything built in this plastic white. As I'm doing this, we're just trying to get stuff set up right. Okay, so next step. We stand back and admire our work. Ah, the work. It's not blinking fast enough, is it? It needs more juice, I think. No, that's plenty good. I love it. Looks great. I wonder if I could put one on top of that. Probably not, but still. Alrighty. Now that that's done, should we go get this unknown signal just for grins? We should. Let's go. Up and away in my beautiful jetpack. Schleerum. See? Always start on the bottom. Oh, goodness gracious, stop beeping. Aw. I think you're special still. End that voting. Oh, you know what? Next time we go into these, I want to show one of the new updates. One of the new things they did in an update. I forgot to mention it, and I think it's really nice to what they do. So used to, if you had a cargo container and you grinded that bad boy to the hilt, what would ultimately happen, in the most depressing of ways, if there was stuff in the cargo container and you grinded it down, stuff would spit out everywhere. And then, so say you're in space, right? And you've got a gravity generator, and your thing's got gravity, and then you're like, I need to move this cargo container, and you grind it down, and all the stuff inside it falls, and guess what? You're in space, so the gravity takes part of decides like, cool, thanks for playing, and it yeets your stuff into space, and because there's nothing there to slow it down, it just falls infinitely away from you until everything is done. And that how the gravity well do. So, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to think about this refinery. Let's go here. We want the industrial one. So the industrial's got this really cool look, right? Let me get to the ground so I'm not just sitting here, and I'll hold it into the sky. Got this really cool look. It's got port there for access, port there for the access. These ports on the back are for modules for speed, yield, and power efficiency. Very useful if you're power hungry or if you're power starved, you can use power efficiency. Yield it makes it very efficient. Speed makes it move really fast. And yield makes everything like it does, it gets more, squeezes more juice out the fruit, so to speak. So it's a wonderful little design scapes, and it works with the other one. So we need to build a platform for it, I think, and it is 4 wide and 4 deep. So we need a platform for this guy, and then its brother, the assembler. This is the dumb thing about the assembler. It makes me a little mad. So the assembler has one of its efficiency module spots on the bottom, 2 on the back, 1 on top. Okay, and this syncs up, can sync up with the this row here. That is an access hatch right there next to the console panel, the little blue spot. This can link up with your refinery. So you got your refinery, right? And if you connect this properly, you can walk from your refinery straight over to your access, straight over to that panel. Bada boom, bada bing, everything looks beautiful. Except for, it doesn't look beautiful. And do you know why it doesn't look beautiful? Because the stupid thing has an access hatch on the wrong side. And that's frustrating to me. I don't like the way they did that. So, Keen, I know you don't care about what I think. And that's fair. I get it. But, I'm just saying, it's not cool, bro. It's not cool, bro. It's not the way we wanted it. Alright, let's go here, here, here. I think what we can do, my thoughts. What are my thoughts? I don't really have a thought right this second, but we're gonna take Captain Industrial Refinery, and we're gonna put him, I'm gonna say over here in this corner, right? I think this looks like a beautiful. Oh, and so that's what I'm talking about. So I've got this. So like this is what I was talking about earlier. I apologize. ADD. Grab the thing, come over to the box, middle mouse click, and it will withdraw every component you have for this, in addition to adding it to your build planner with the number of components subtracted that you were able to withdraw from the initial pool. So just like that. We want to put this guy here. It's beautiful. I don't want this, so we're going to take that off. That's wonderful. Okay. And then what I got to do is you crush that bad boy. You put it all into production. And then while we're doing that, let's see what's in my inventory currently. Some of that stuff. So space bucks, don't need it. Don't need that. Plates right now. We'll go over here. And I am going to grab some more iron, because that is going to be necessary. Oh, trees! Oh, goodness. Like Ace Pilot. Ace Self-Pilot. I honestly think that drill may be better. Do me a favor, guys. If you know the static drill, like the math there, for the static drill, like versus the basic static drill versus the advanced static drill, I think the advanced one allows you to put a module on it, like a speed module or a yield module. So, but if you know that math, and you know, like, okay, it's definitely 100%, like, that it does more faster, like it mines faster, let me know. Because right now, it just seems like it's taking more power, and I don't really care for that. So, if we can get to the point where it's not just absorbing mass loads of power, that would be really great. So yeah, comment down below if you know that information. That would be super helpful to me. Also, if you're enjoying the stream or you have some tips, tricks, or ideas, or things you want to see, what color we should paint the base, let me know as well. That'd be great. Like I said, I'm starting this out. It's an interesting process. I'm gonna have to get creative with welding some of these parts down below us. I think I can get to most of them on the underside, so that'll be good. We'll be all right. Let's see how far we've gotten. Do this. That is a lot of steel plates, folks. That is a lot of steel plates. So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna knock out some of these other guys first. I'll get some more. We got plenty of cobalt on board. I'm gonna get some nickel. That's what we're gonna get next. To the nickel. Dun, 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 Dun 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 dun. I also really love Star Wars, folks. So this is so much louder. Ugh. No. No. Okay. It's not too bad. So, also, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab that Sneaky Sounds version of those drills, so they're not just super obtrusive, because they are loud, especially when you're close to it. Fortunately, the way I'm playing this specific game this time around, I have decided. I've decided what I want to do is like have these sort of remote mines and stuff. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think like it'll make for an interesting game, interesting gameplay. Like having to either create drones to go pick up ore, or me having to fly through trees and not kill myself to go pick up ore. And the other like super perk of that is when I'm here and this thing is smashing away, it's not in my base screaming at me. Um, the refinery being in the base is not super great, but ultimately we might be able to refine at on site for the drills, and that would be spectacular. So we've got this, and it's got little stairs you can walk up. You're like, oh cool, I can walk up here. There's no safety rail. Don't call OSHA, we'll be in trouble if you do. And then this is where you'll access the refinery, and then I would like to build it so that you can just walk on over to the assembler, but the assembler's dumb. And I say that with the kindest heart, because if you look, once again, I'll show you the assembler. That's what it looks like. And the access port's there, but what is right there? Is there an access port right here? No, it's down here, which means if I put it here, I have to carve out these two pieces so that it works. Or I put it up here so that that panel, you walk across to that panel, and then, I don't know. We're gonna, you know what? We're gonna slap it here. That's our plan. That's our plan right now. We're gonna do that. And then, I am gonna carve these guys out. Not right now. I'm gonna leave them there for now because I'm not gonna have modules for a cold minute, so I don't feel particularly in need of it. So many parts. What do we got? What are we on here? Beautiful. We're on to the hard stuff. Oh, it's so loud. Shh, be quiet. Be quiet, base. Sorry, I'm a little spastic. I just had some... I can't tell if the cake made me sick. I had a little cake earlier. And I can't tell if the cake made me sick, or because of sugar and I just wasn't ready for it, or maybe it was spoiled. I didn't see any, it wasn't like talking or had hair, it didn't have a mullet or nothing, but I don't know, something's fishy about the cake, man. It made me a little, so now I'm coming off of being a little like, ooh, that don't feel so good. And I'm doing much better, my eyes wide open. I would like to, I think what we're going to do, we're going to wrap this episode once I get this bad boy finished. We'll get the refinery done. We got the mine working at the nickel mine, and that's useful. And we're refining the crap loads of nickel we have. Do this. And now we're just missing iron plates. That's it. That's the whole shebang. We are missing iron, and we are out of iron. What do you know? Let's go pick us up some iron real quick. You'd think all the iron I was bringing over, but this is part of it. See, we're refining that iron at a much lower pace, and so I feel as if because we're refining at such a low pace, we are losing out on the ability to iron stuff. Refinery, put that guy there. Our power's holding strong. We got 2 batteries now. Once we get those guys up and running, I should be able to check the control panel there. Once we get those boys up and running, we can very easily determine how much power the big guys are going to be using, and then we'll either, I think I would like to build some additional power. Oh, I saw lightning over there. No, bad lightning. I think lightning damage is turned off by default. I hope. If not, I got a bad feeling about it. Chewy. You know what we could do, while we're waiting for this, that was lightning. Nice. We're almost there. We're almost there. I would like to expand power. Man, I just lost my train of thought because of the lightning. Squirrel. If you watch my other series, or if you want to, go check out the Enshrouded series. It's really great. We squirrel a lot. And then when it comes to Helldivers, mostly Shankles and Shark Gaming, squirrel a lot. And then I desperately try to keep them on task. And we're all pretty bad at it. So, you know, what do? You work with what you got. You run with what you brung, as they say. Somebody says. My dog Atticus is having a heck of a time. What's going on, buddy? Somebody bothering you? Oh, anyways. Got a dog. He's incredibly whiny. He's the whiniest creature. He sounds like a little Tweety bird. And you wouldn't think he was an 80-pound dog, but he is. He is. He's an 80-pound crybaby. It is going slow, folks, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And guess what? I have not stopped recording a single time. I haven't messed up. Oh, it's so close. So close. Ooh, it's getting dark. Must be... On the next episode, I will teach you guys how to set up a solar controller that will track the sun. And that may be how we add some extra power to the base. We bring out a solar array and we drag it out that direction on that hill, maybe. That'll be nice. I think that could be nice and sweet. Oh, we're so close. Now, one of the things we can do once we get this, take this basic refinery, we can shut her down. I can build this guy. And then once we get the maximum plates and everything, I can stick this ore in this refinery. Ooh, we should be able to see that by now. So controller, we go over here. The unfinished refinery will ultimately max out at 560 kilowatts. So if we highlight our entire base, nope, base info. Right now we're currently producing, we should have power somewhere, it doesn't say. I don't see it, it doesn't say, but we are producing some amount of power, and that is what we do. Alright, perfect, look at that. This thing is done, it's beautiful. Alright, we grab some more, the iron, we stick all of that iron in here. And we stick the more iron in here. The nickel. Oh, you know what we need to do? This is only going to work sort of, but... Are we out of production? We are out of production. But if I come here, see now that we're producing iron, right? Look how much iron I just produced. I can stick that in there. And refine. Well, you know what we should do? This has ore in it, right? We should grind this guy down. And see if it turns into one of those containers. Look at that. That is cool, isn't it? Alright, let me dump all those materials in there. So in this one, this is a container full of what is this a container full of? Iron and other ores. So that is spectacular. We can grab the rest of that, maybe. Look at that. It goes right away. That's super cool. I really enjoy that. And now we got this guy up and running. That's it. That's it. We did it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so that's going to produce for us that stuff and probably get locked down by being too full. And that's unfortunate. But that's okay. Misfortune is our middle name. It's not at all, actually. Our middle name is not that at all. I also think I built it too close to that pipe. So that's going to be really hard to make airtight. We'll see. I'm going to have to fix that. Do I fix it now? I don't think I do. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that, I think, is what we're going to wrap it here. So, we didn't move... we didn't move the survival kit. But we created a cool flashy red light. That's awesome. That's what we want. Got a secondary battery. We got a nice nickel mine up and running. We got our new refinery up and running, and it is churning through the butter, which is spectacular. On the next one, we're going to finish out this assembler. I promise you, we will, in fact, get that bloody survival kit on this grid. It's going to happen. Trust me. Trust in me. And then we might even take a stab at turning that ugly little pod into a rover, or we might just build our own. I haven't really decided yet. But if any of that happens, you will see it here first. I appreciate you guys watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification so you don't miss an episode. And with that, let's see. I will catch you later, taters. And I'm still not going to wave, so what about one of these? Yeah! See you guys later.